right. Hello, folks. I may be live right now. Trying to make sure that I am. Oh, hey, there's some chats. Hello, folks. Hello, hello. I'm going to change the title here right quick. Cool, cool, cool. Hello, everybody. David, Jessica, Sandra, Anna, and Matthew. Oh, and hey, and Audrey. How about that? Everybody's here. Oops. Now I'm hitting the camera. It's been too long. It's been at least a couple of weeks, right? Week before last, I was in Philly. It wasn't really a place where I could live broadcast from. It wasn't really a thing. Hey, Phil. So I didn't do one from there. I do have a bunch of stuff that I got from Philly and that was Philly adjacent, though. So I'll have that to show off as we talk today. And then last week I was sick and was not really in shape to do a live broadcast. Pretty much everybody that went to the Philly show with the Franklin Christoph crew got the plague. And as Sandra's saying there. And so, yeah, I was pretty rough last week. I was pretty sick like Wednesday and Thursday. Friday I was like kind of okay. But, you know, I've been recovering slowly. So no beer today, just LaCroix. Look at this peach pear stuff going on. I really enjoy this. All right. Yeah, Audrey is going to LA. I am not going to LA. That is far away, and I have to teach. So nope, not this year. One day, hopefully I'll get out to the California shows. I think it'd be really cool to go to like San Fran or something like that. Hey, Oscar. Welcome, welcome. How's Jim's doing? Well, look, somebody had to give Jim the flu, right? So, I don't know. Yeah, I've only got like 2 key limes left, Jessica. Pinky out. Oh, well, you know, you gotta drink classy, man. That's the way to go. So, yeah, how are y'all doing? It's been too long. Oh, and also this is going to be a little early. Don't tell the cats, but Mr. Nose and Clipsy have to go to the vet this afternoon. So, she's over here sleeping. Don't tell her. She's over there, kind of in this corner. Yeah, you can't see her. But they got to go to the vet at you know, the normal time, so can't do it. Baltimore is up in the air. I don't know exactly what's going to go on for Baltimore, but that's in March, so that's far away. I don't know. It's too far from now to tell. So what's going on here? Oh yeah, somebody just did this. Go cool, cool, cool. So yeah, I don't know about Baltimore. Let's see how it goes. Philly was a really good show. Saturday seemed super busy. I was behind the Franklin Christoph table all day because Scott was ill, not with the flu. Well, maybe precursor to flu, who knows. But I worked at that table all day. It was good times. Got to talk to a lot of people. Didn't see a whole lot of people that I didn't already know. Like a couple of people had kind of, you know, came and said, "Hey, are you that guy?" And I was like, "Yes." But that's kind of it. Oh, Audrey says she may not be going to Baltimore. We'll see how it goes. It's still far away, but I don't know. Might be a fun show to go to anyway. We'll see how it goes. We don't really know yet. Yeah, Philly was cool. Friday was pretty slow, so that was cool. You know, you got to walk around and talk to people a little bit and see all the tables and actually get close to stuff. That show starts really early every day. I forget what time, like 8 o'clock it opens every day, which is too early. 8 o'clock, maybe 9. Anyway, too early either way. And so the first day, a lot of people didn't even set up that early. Can't go, nobody should go. Now Audrey. Poor Bert. Bert Oster runs that show, and he's a good dude. So y'all go to Baltimore, even if we can't go. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, a lot of people kind of took their time setting up that day, which is good. It wasn't great for perhaps the the weekend registrants who wanted to get in there very first thing, but we couldn't actually set up anything in the ballroom until after 10 o'clock the night before, so that wasn't great. And it took us a million years to drive there. What did it take, like 8 hours or something odd? Forever. It was like drizzly all day. Ugh. So, yeah, Philly started early every day pretty much, which was, yeah, a little bit of a bummer because you want to stay out and like hang out with people. And the winky face for comedic effect. Yeah, that's what it does. I ended up staying up pretty late the first 2 or 3 nights. Saturday night, I don't think I stayed out all that late. Like Jim Rouse and I ended up having to help a guy like fix the trunk of his Bentley because it was broken. Many shenanigans were had. I got to hang out with a lot of really cool people. Lots of people from the Pen Addict Slack go to that show. A lot of like the New York crew goes to that show. So it's always awesome to see those folks. Ralph was there with his new crazy Trident nibs. Those things are nuts. If you haven't seen a Ralph Ralph's nibs on his Instagram, go check those out because they're crazy. Definitely worth seeing. I got to meet Alex from Frontier Pen Co. Mark Backus was there. Michael Ward was there. That guy is great. I always love hanging out with Michael Ward. I wish he would come to more shows because that bowler hat wearing son of a bitch is a lovely human being. So we have a good time hanging out. Yeah, kind of thinking of the rally show. I mean, come on out. Rally show is cool. It's a nice, pretty chill rally show. Oh, Penthusiast Oscar, you're coming to Raleigh, huh? That's cool. Did I say Mark Bacos? Yeah, Bacchus. That's what I meant. But anyway, still a little bit sick and a little bit congested, but you know, there you go. Yeah, Audrey likes the rally show because she gets to sleep at home. We do have to drive about an hour to get there, but still, it's a fun show to go to. Good, Oscar. I'm glad you can come to Raleigh. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. You can bring me some tamales. So, yeah, it was good. That was good. Also, we got a new venue for the Raleigh show, so it should be bigger and better than ever, I hope. I have no idea what that venue looks like. I've never been to that hotel, but it's a pretty nice hotel, so we'll see how it goes. It's out near a nice area of town. It's actually technically in Raleigh, which a lot of people like. All right, so a couple of things that I ordered before I went to the pen show. Lamy Pens USA or LamyUSA.com or whatever the name of that website was, the previous distributors of Lamy stuff were selling off everything super cheap. So I managed to get on there and get a couple of things at really nutty prices. Like I got a couple of these. This one is a Lamy, it's the LX, I think is what it's called. It's the sort of like fancy all-star. It's got a very shiny like ruthenium finial on there. It's got the black coated nib with the these little lines around it. I forget what they're supposed to coat this with, PVD or something like that, so that should be pretty durable. This is a broad, and I've actually only just gotten it writing well, I should say. But I got this for, I forget what these were, like 15 bucks or something. So for 15 bucks, I'll take an LX. I hadn't bought one before because, I mean, I like the All-Star, but I don't really need more. I've got like a stand of them over here. So I got one of these. It comes in this cool tube, which is pretty neat. Which I like this. This the LX. Yeah, it just says ruthenium, but it's got this neat tube that it comes in. I don't know. I'm a big fan of this this packaging, and it doesn't really cost that much more than the regulars. But I got it real cheap. And then I went and got a ballpoint. I know, I bought a ballpoint. I've been using ballpoints a fair amount recently because sometimes they're really good to take notes on crappy office paper and that kind of stuff with. And I haven't tried any of the All-Star ballpoints, and I'm actually kind of impressed by how nice this All-Star ballpoint is. It's got a very nice, you know, plastic tip cone thing up here. The section is pretty much like on all the rest of the All-Stars, so you got a little bit of a triangular section. You can see the facets there a little bit, but it's actually a pretty gentle triangle. And then the knock is a pretty nice knock, actually. The refill in these things is really crazy. Look at that. Look at this thing. Put it in front of my, yeah. It's got like this weird spacer thing, and it's got like a point on the end. This is weird and over-designed. Like, I don't know why they couldn't just go with a regular Parkery sort of thing, but they didn't. It says Lamy on the back, sort of engraved. Anyway, cool, and I got this for like, I don't know, $6 or something, so who turns that down? And also a couple of bottles of the Pacific Blue. It's pretty good, but You know, I got that for like $4 a bottle or something. You know, not a big deal. Let's see, what have I missed here? Hour is nothing. That's true. 5-hour round trip to work. That's crazy, Oscar. Man, DC traffic is nuts. Half the people at your office are coming to the DC show? No. All right, nice, nice. Oh, I see what you're doing there, Oscar. I think it's the LX, but I don't know. I've never seen the Lux. But yeah, it's nice. They're nice things. I'm liking them. Clips on these things are actually really good. It's kind of a workman-y sort of thing. I have the fountain pen in this sort of charged green color, but, you know, pretty cool. So, would I pay $75 or whatever these things usually go for, these LXs? No. No, I would not. But for the price I paid for the clearance price, yeah, of course. You don't see a cat? There's a cat right here. That's a cat. That's the one. Yeah. There's a cat sleeping in this chair, but that is a fake cat that just looks like a real cat. Oh, here's another one. This one doesn't get on camera all that often. I don't know why she's a little camera shy, but this is Katy Perry. She's our all-black cat. Yes. Also the fattest of the cats. Our vet says, don't worry about that. Sometimes cats are fat. So, you know, it's fine. But yeah, this is Katy Perry. She is oh yeah, what do you think about that? Yeah, you're on YouTube now. I know. She's a very friendly cat. This is the one that sleeps on Audrey's head and keeps her awake. She has a tendency to wrap herself around your head at night and just purr. She also is the only cat that we've ever had that will just look at somebody else getting attention and be happy enough to start purring. So, you know. Also, Scraggle's best friend. So she's got some stuff going for her. But, yep. This is, she's a nice cat. I like her all right. She's currently, I don't know if I can hear the purrs. No. You can't jump on the desk. There's not enough room for you, fatty. So, her paws are wet. She likes to put her paws in the cat water. She must have been playing in the fountain just a little bit. She's got a wet paw. So, anyway. 10-minute walk to your house. Oh, man. I wish we could do that. You can hear it? Yeah, good. All right, see you later, Oscar. Take care. Enjoy your meeting. Just tell him you got lost on the way to the bathroom or something. So, yep. This one doesn't have to go to the vet yet. We got her in May, so she goes in May. The other two we just stuffed in the same travel container. Even though they're both pretty big cats, they both like to sort of be in the same box together. And they actually like going to the vet just fine, so I'm not worried about getting them in the box or anything. They're pretty easy about that, but we'll see how it goes. They're pretty easy. You just cram one in there, and the other one you just grab and cram her in there too. Audrey's waving at you. No, she's waving at Oscar, but whatever. Anyway, so this is the cat that doesn't get on TV much. Oh yeah, you got your free Kara's pen, huh? Nice. I missed out on that train, unfortunately, and now I see that they're Delrin Fountain K's, which is too bad because I kind of wanted to get one of those bar stock Fountain K's, but that's the way it goes. I missed the boat. I forget why. I don't know. I think, didn't that happen over Philly Pin Show weekend or something? And I saw that and was like, I ain't got time for this. Or something like that. Trying to Schrodinger my cats. No, I'm not going to put them in with a poison pellet. They're going to both be alive when they come out. That's the idea. Let's see. Yeah, good. You got a panther, huh? I also got a panther at the Pin Show. It is not one of the purple ones because I don't really do purple so much. But it is this one. Let's see if I can get some better light on the subject. But there you go. You can probably see. It's got like this turquoise band through the middle. Super pretty. Got a black nib on there. So yeah, I now have a second panther. I was pretty psyched about that. There were a few of these they brought to the show, and I'm not sure if any of these made it to the end. I know I picked this on the first day. I was like, I'm getting that. I did let a couple of people, handle it first, that kind of thing, and then lady said, "Oh, did you want this?" I'm like, "Yeah, but you can have it." And she decided to get a clipless one, so I don't feel bad about it at all. But this is a great pen. Really been enjoying it. I've got some currently some Robert Oster's Cafe Crema, and this is another pen show pickup. I actually bought 2 inks at the pen show, and both are browns, so I guess I'm in kind of a brown mood right now. But I got this Cafe Crema, and it's doing really well in this pen so far. So far, so good. Yes. What's the next ink review coming up? It has been a while. Sorry about that. I've been really under the weather, and so I haven't been able to do videos really. I've been playing catch up with work stuff, and then just kind of like not talking much. I was editing a video yesterday on Wednesday, I guess, of my Tuesday class. And on Tuesday, my head was just completely congested and my voice was absolute garbage. So I haven't done one in a little bit. Next ink review will probably be, I don't know, what should I do next? It might actually be this Robert Oster, this Cafe Crema, which is this cool kind of like coffee colored. Just because I've had it in 2 pens for a while, so I know what's going on with that. So it'll probably be Cafe Crema. And it won't be too long. I'll have some up soon. But I've got some good inks for review here. I just haven't had a chance to do any yet. So sorry about the laxness, but it's hard to do video stuff when you feel like crap, unfortunately, and also sound like crap. That's you know, it's not great, honestly. So yeah, probably that'll be next. Yep, still have a cat on my lap. This is also the cat that likes to be held the most. I don't know why, but she's the one that loves to be held the most. So, yep. So we got 1 pen down. This is the first thing I got was this Panther, which I really like. Then, actually, do I have 2 things? Yeah, I have a couple of things. I guess I could do the other ink next, which is this one, the other brown. This is Monteverde's Scotch Brown, which they have on the back this way. It doesn't really look like that. It looks more like the ink or the color that's on the front of the bottle. It's a really cool brown that looks kind of like, I've got it in an antique glass Franklin Christoph right now, and it looks like Coke. So it looks like Coke in a Coke bottle, basically, and I think that's pretty cool. What nib did I get? Oh, what nib did I get in this one? Oh, this is a medium SIG is what I got in this one, Audrey. You know I got a medium SIG, probably. I was the only one that forgot. But yeah, I'm really into the SIG nibs right now. Broad SIGs are probably my favorite, but this medium SIG is actually also very good, and I've been able to use it to take some notes with and that sort of thing. I've got this Leuchtturm notebook that I've been using for class, and it's real good. Oh, she was probably asking Jessica what her first nib was, or what nib she got. Extra fine SIG, huh? That's a very fine SIG, man. Yep. But anyway, go for the SIG nibs. If you haven't tried a SIG nib yet, I would say do it. Those are done by Jim Rouse over at Franklin Christoph, and he is really good at those SIG nibs. Also a huge perfectionist. The first one I got it was a little bit dry, and so he just looked at it and went, ugh, and just like threw it away because he just didn't like it. So, you know, I'd say go for it. But yeah, how do you like that extra fine SIG there, Jesse? Stew it. Where'd she go? Oh, you haven't inked it up yet? Oh, well, go do that. Oh, you just received it, I suppose. Yeah, go put some ink in that, Jesse. I don't generally wait all that long to put ink in pens, although I actually have waited kind of a while for some pens recently. I've got some pens actually I don't even have ink in them right now, which is weird for me, but there you go. Party time. Yeah, ink party time. Jessie has more ink than I do, so she's got some choosing to do there. But, yeah. So what else did I get? The other ink that I got is actually from, that's interesting. It's got like a little bit of sparkly stuff in the bottom, maybe. This is a Krishna ink, and it's called Jungle Volcano. It's a really weird ink, actually. I've never heard of Krishna inks before. They're kind of a new line. I believe they're out of India, and I think the guy who makes them is a doctor or something, if I remember the story correctly. Let's see if I can find my ink swatch of it. It shouldn't be too hard. It's a Violent ink. Yeah, here we go. Looks like this. is an orange ink, but it's an orange ink with like a gold and green sheen to it. So you get a lot of green on top of that orange. And that's currently what I've got in that Lamy LX. It's pretty good. It may be a little bit on the dry side, but I was just adjusting that nib, and it seems like it's doing a lot better now. But yeah, this is a really interesting one. Yeah, he's a doctor in India. Good. I'm glad I wasn't wrong about that. Hey, welcome, Mountain of Ink. But yeah, look at that sheen on there. Tons of sheen. Not quite Walden Pond levels of sheen, but a good amount for sure. So yeah, that's a new ink I got a bottle of. Got this from Tom Odo, who works for Goldspot, I believe, and also does Ink Journal. And that he's got an ink droppy sort of thing where he does ink samples, right? But I can't remember the name of it. What is that called? Anyway, check that out from Ink Journal. You can get a bunch of like crazy ink stuff from him. I can't remember the name of the darn thing. But yeah, it's really interesting, and I've been enjoying that ink since I got this pen opened up a little bit. For whatever reason, the broad nib I got in that Lamy has been very dry to start out with, so I had to do some serious... Ink Flight, that's the thing. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. See, David's got an extra fine sig and and your Thomas Hall 20. I think it's a top 5 nib. Yeah, cool. If I was going to get an extra fine, it'd probably be an extra fine sig, but that's a little too fine for me. I'm more of a... I've got a fine sig, and it's really good. But, yeah. Yeah, I think it'll be a cool ink, actually. And I have a bunch more samples that I got from Anderson Pens. Lisa came up and handed me a bag of samples. She says, "We have a colorful surprise for you." So she gave me samples of all of the new Roaring Klingner sketch ink collection. So we've got like a dark green. We've got this kind of like oily looking brownish black. We've got a darkish muted blue. We've got like this mauve kind of color. A really cool orange called Carmen. These are all kind of girl names, I think is what they did on most of them, although some of them are names I don't know. Clara is a sort of greenish. Not quite turquoise, not quite teal. It's kind of a green, although it's coming up teal or turquoise on my screen. It's not quite. I got this pink called Vroni. And then this called Lottie, which is maybe the darkest black I've ever seen. This is an incredibly dark, dense black. So there may be a new contender in town for darkest black ink. But look at that sucker. Bam. I don't really know much about these sketch ink inks. I think you can use them with any kind of pen. Like they're thick enough, I think, to work with even dip pens and such, where regular fountain pen ink is a little bit hard to do. But they're also supposed to work well in fountain pens. So we'll see how it goes. I haven't used any of these yet. I'll ink one up soon. I need to clean some pens so I have a pen I know before I start using that pen in there. But yep. Let's see. Wanting a friendly Christoph for a while, but haven't had the funds to get it yet. Hey, wait. It's fine, man. We didn't get a Franklin Christoph for a while either, as Audrey's saying there. And then, oh wait, there's more Roaring Klingners. Well, one more anyway. Oh yeah, it's this one, which is... I thought this was going to be a much different color. This is Thea. And I'm not sure what's going on with this ink. It comes off as like a silvery gray, but in the bottle it looks much different. So we'll have to see what this looks like in a pen, I think. But anyway, so lots of Roaring Klingner inks. I'm glad Roaring Klingner is getting some new inks going on because I think they're underrated. And then I've also got, oh darn, here's another one. They really got mixed in here. This one, Marlene, actually looks really great. Look at this blue. It's a beautiful blue. Got periwinkle almost. Not purple enough, but sky blue anyway. So yeah, lots of Roaring Klingners. And then these are the new Sailor inks. Shikioris. And I've only got one of these in a pen so far. And it's this Yonaga, which looks here as like a very dark blue. In my pen, it's looking almost black. Yeah, those are the sketch inks, David. But this is a very, very dark ink, very saturated, and you probably won't be able to see it on this camera because I don't have enough light. But here where it pools the most, it's actually got like a bright green glint of sheen to it. So I'm looking forward to putting this in a broader and maybe a little bit wetter nib than I have it in now, just to see what that does, but this looks very cool. And then we've got Shimoyo. I'm going to go with Shimoyo, which is like a blue-black, it looks like a deep navy. This one, which I should have tried out, but I haven't, it's Yodaki, which is like a... It looks so like a Rory's, like an eye-searing red. This is like a reddish orange. It's mostly orange, I think, but there's sort of rusty red color mixed in there as well as a little bit of gold sheen to it. So I hope you're not tired of sheen yet. And then this one seems like it's going to be my least favorite. It looks like a very pale lavender. I'm not sure what that's going to be like in a nib, but on this this word card or coloring card, it's pretty light. So we'll have to see how that one goes. I'm not really looking forward to that one, Yozakura, but it might be cool. Could be cool. See, I got a lot of ink, actually, once you put in the ink samples to that mix. Philly Pinchot is going to keep me busy for quite a while. So, let's see. Oh, in high school, huh? Yeah, you're gonna take a little bit of time. But, yeah, good job getting into the fountain pen habit early. That's good. Let's see the name of the cards. Yeah, good. Good. And then before we get to like really fancy pens, I picked up a pair of TWSBIs because I didn't have them yet. So this one is the TWSBI VAC 700R. This is their new version of the VAC 700. The vacuum system is the same pretty much. It looks like they've done something different with the piston up here. I need to compare it to the old one, but it looks as if there used to be an extra ring at the top of the piston and an extra stub sort of thing to really block off the feed. I only inked this up yesterday, so I really haven't played with it yet. I got the 1.1 stub nib on this one, and then I filled it up with Califolio Itzamna, which is also a review that's coming soon because I'm really liking that ink. But I wanted to try this one out because I have the blue 700 from the very original, like the very first iteration of this pen. It's broken a bunch of times, but I still really love that pen, so I wanted to try and get another one in the R version. It's got like a smoky section. This nib is super dry, though. I'm going to see if I can't wetten it up a little bit. Maybe it just needs a good cleaning or something. I didn't bother to clean it before I inked it up. It looks like it might be a little off-center on the feed, so we'll see how it goes, but... so far, not super impressed with the 1.1 stub yet, but we'll see how it goes. If it doesn't work out, whatever. This is a number 6 nib, so who cares? Has a single O-ring. Yeah, it does. It also looks like it's missing the top of the piston. So there used to be like another piston-y bit up there, but you know, we'll see how it goes. See if it's any different really in function. See if it lasts a little bit longer. Looks like it's also a little bit different back here by the end. It seems like there's an extra pinch or something. So anyway, I'll compare those more when I do a review on it. What else we got here? Started in high school and same pen at the end of first year of grad school. Oh, yeah. Well, that's a fine thing to do there, Bijou. Does my TWSBI clip feel like an emery board? Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, it does. Now that I rub it with my fingernail. Don't rub your fingernail with this. Yeah, I feel like my other 700 didn't have that much roughness. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. It's a little bit rough. I think the 700R's clip is rougher. Maybe it'll smooth down with some use or something like that, but oh man, now I'm not gonna be able to like unhook that. Oh, here's the end. Yeah, so maybe you can actually see through the barrels. There. That the 700R, the clear one, is kind of stumpy on the back. And the regular 700 had a little plug. So that looks like the most major design change. Oh, they did change this area back here too, just a little bit. So anyway, some subtle changes. But yeah, that's get a red letter and get a manicure at the same time. I ask Audrey, I cannot take the feeling of emery boards. Every time I break a nail or something, she's like, here, or I've got a nail, like this one keeps ripping right here. She's like, oh, here, file it down. I can't do it, man. Whoa. Ugh. It's horrible. Not great. So yeah, it's too bad. But yeah, keep your fingers off this unless you want to get a manicure. Am I doing Inkoraimo this year? I don't know, man. I guess we'll have to see. I don't know. February, maybe. I should. I've got a pile of letters over here I haven't answered, so maybe. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe. I'll try. I'll write more than usual. But I've got a new prep right now that I'm teaching, and so it's taking a lot of time. And we'll have to see how it goes. But yeah. Good. Jesse's loving the extra fine sig. Good, good, good. I'm glad. Evan, lucky person. You have a Safari, an Eco, a Nib Creeper, a Metropolitan, a Durograph, a Kaweco Sport, and a Vanishing Point. Hey, that's a pretty solid little collection there for a high schooler, for sure. It's pretty good. If you could choose any Sailor pen, what would it be? Also, what nib would you get? For me, I don't know, probably one of the King of Pens if I didn't have to pay for it. I really like the King of Pens size, and I like the Pro Gear shape. Otherwise, I think I've seen the Pro Gear, what is it? The Pro Gear 2 Rialo, which is a good size. It's like as big as the 1911 large, but it's also got a piston filler, so that's really great. I've got no complaints about that. The clip is goofy is the only problem. So I don't know, probably one of the King of Pens. And then nib, I don't know, I'd probably get one of the crazier nibs. I really like their nutty nibs. But I don't know which one exactly. Maybe like a Concord or something totally strange just to, you know, have if I didn't have to pay for it, because those things are nonsense expensive. Yeah. Incoramer is so much fun. Yeah, I mean, now that I've got pen pals, for sure. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Vent about problem students to your pen pals. I make it actually a policy not to do that too much. I think it's, I don't know, I don't really like to bitch about bad students or annoying students. It's not really a thing I do. There's a Facebook group where some professors get together and like every once in a while will throw up a quote that something silly somebody said that was silly. But we try not to bitch too much about it because I don't know, it's not a great look for professors, and it also just isn't very fun, you know. But yeah, maybe. Or dumb university administration. I gotta say, our university has really good administration. I'm not gonna complain about UNCG's administration at all. I really like our provost. I really like our chancellor. Our dean seems good. I've got no real complaints about UNCG's administration. So if you're thinking about coming to teach at UNCG, that's University of North Carolina in Greensboro, then I would say do it because the administration is good. I'm a fan. I'm, you know, a little bit of a fanboy about our administration. Having worked at a bunch of schools and met a bunch of administration, ours is a good one. So what do I teach, Evan? I'm a philosophy instructor at a university. So a lot of philosophy stuff. Right now I'm teaching a lot of business ethics. That's one of my main classes, always a bread and butter class. And right now I'm also teaching a social and political class. So social and political philosophy. It's good. It's about like the origin of states, you know, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I know. There are a lot of universities that have worse administrations than ours for sure. So, but we have gotten real lucky, perhaps. So anyway, I got that TWSBI. That's the 700R. And then I also got, because I've heard some people ask me about it, is this one. This is the Eco T, which is their sort of triangular pen. The regular Eco is this. So now I have two Ecos, but I don't even feel bad about that. The regular Eco, you can see, has this shape of a lid, a cap. And the T is more triangular. It's got this sort of rounded triangle thing going on. And they carry that through to the piston knob. It's also got a bit of a triangular grip section. This one is round. This one has got a bit of a facet to it. Let's see, can you see it? Yeah, maybe a little bit. It's a very gentle faceting, though. It's not like the Safaris and stuff like that. It's a very gentle facet. But I find it very, very comfortable to write with. I've been taking a lot of notes with this one recently. I've actually used up, let's see, let it settle a little bit. This was completely full. I've used up this much just taking notes in the last day or two. Yeah, I've been using this one quite a bit, and I like it a lot. So, what nib did I get? Got the medium on this one. This one's a fine. Both are good. So as far as intro pens go, these Eco Ts and Ecos are really good pens. I've had this one since the Eco was announced, so like at least a year, maybe two. I forget how long I've had this thing, but it's had no cracking or splitting or any weird structural problems. So that's pretty good. So yeah, grab one of these if you're looking for a next pen, perhaps. Evan's got one. Hopefully you like them. Philosophy sounds really cool. Philosophy is really cool, and I'm not just tooting my own horn. It's a pretty cool study, and it's fun to do. At least most of the time. The prep is really kicking my butt right now, but that's the way it goes. Did I use fountain pens when I was a student? I did. I didn't have that many. I only had like 3 maybe when I was a student. Maybe only, no, I take it back. I had 2 for most of the time I was a student. I used one, and I actually didn't have any when I was in like high school. That wasn't, they didn't sell fountain pens anywhere around me that I was aware of. That's why I still love gel pens and ballpoint pens and that kind of stuff. I've always been a pen lover. But I had a Lamy Vista, which is like a clear Safari that I used for ages and ages. And then I got a Rotring core, and I forget which I got the core first, actually. And so that kicked off my love for Rotring cores. I still love those things. Now I collect them a little bit. I've got a case full of them over here. Your Eco cracked a little bit at the end of the section. Oh, weird. I'm sorry to hear that. I haven't heard too many problems with the Eco, but you know, contact TWSBI and they might send you a new one, or for a couple of bucks or something. You never know. Do any of my students use fountain pens? I've only had 2 or 3 that actually use fountain pens. I had one come back after my class. I forget why. I think she started working at Maury Luggage or something, so she started getting into fountain pens and buying them because she got a discount or something. And so she'll come by every once in a while. We'll talk pens, but not too many. I have had a lot of students notice my fountain pens in class because if I'm writing stuff, we have like I forget what they're called, Elmos or something, but it's like a digital projector overhead sort of deal. And so I'll write stuff on, on that, and you can see like close up of like nib and everything. So people are like, oh, that's a fancy pen. Then we talk pens a little bit. But yeah. Just got your professor hooked on fountain pens? Nice. Now she's in love with Pilot Varsities? Well, somebody's got to be. Actually, I can't talk too much crap about the Varsity. They're a perfectly good pen. The other one that's also very good, and maybe keep your eye out for these, are Zebras. It's just called Fountain Pen! But I got a set of these, and I think these are actually better than Varsities. They have the same general form of nib and such, but they're finer than the Varsities are, and they tend to bleed a little bit less, I think. The colors aren't as good, but there are maybe more of them. So check out this Zebra. This one's good. What is it, the Z705 or 70? Anyway, that Zebra metal fountain pen, absolute hot garbage. But these are pretty good. So check these out if you like the Varsity style stuff. This pussy doesn't fire, it's huge plus. Yeah, no, I get it, Bijou. You don't have to buy any more TWSBIs if you don't want to. I tend to really like them still, even though, yeah, they have some problems. But I still have every TWSBI I've ever had, even though most of them have changed parts, so I'm okay with them still. I'll give it a little bit of a learning curve. We'll see how these go. I haven't heard much about like the 580s and the ALs and stuff falling apart, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. 2 or 3 from high school up to masters, 3 color code, and notes made it enough. Yeah, good enough. I have a lot of different colors in my notes just to keep track of all kinds of things. Are the Zebras reusable? I actually don't know. You emptied Varsities in a couple of days? Holy crap. I don't know. I haven't had these long enough to try to take them apart, but I think probably you could take them apart in the same way you can a Varsity. Just pull the whole core out of the front. But I haven't tried, so I can't swear to it. But yeah, the Varsities you can take apart, and like you can pull the nib and feed out and refill them if you want to. Have a weird type of show through with the black ink. The show through is a minty green. Oh, that is weird. Yeah. Sign off on lab notebooks at the end of every class. Well, you never know. They might do it later and say, when they graduate, Sarah, they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm going to get a fancy pen. If you can't read ink, you can use it as a dip pen. I could. I'll probably just pitch them if I wear them out, or just give them away to other people before I wear them out, honestly. I might give them to... I've hooked the neighbors up a little bit with some fountain pens and gotten them a little hooked on fountain pens, so I might pass those on. I'm going to do a quick review of them first in the next little while, so I want to keep them that way. That's why I keep so much ink. Oh, hey, Anna. Oh, I see. Now I know who you are. Yeah. I just keep so much ink because I love ink. A couple other little things I got while I was at the show. I got a bunch of these. Well, I don't know, 2 or 3 of these anyway. These are by, shoot, what's the name of the company that makes these things? These are Petite Notes. They're made by a company that starts with an M and has been covered up. Anyway, they're these little tiny Japanese notebooks. I'd never seen them before, but Brian Anderson was talking them up, and so I decided to give them a try. I haven't even written in this one yet, but it's this adorable little notebook. And look at this thing. It's so petite. Just for size reference, this is a Story Supply company leather case. And these are these all hooked in? No, here we go. This is a Baron Fig Confidant, so vaguely field note sized. And that's the petite book. So it's even smaller. So a nice little front pocket journal, perhaps. Good for all kinds of little notes. Wait, Confidant? No, this isn't the Confidant. This is the Vanguard. This is a little Vanguard. So, but yeah, it's a tiny little notebook. But I hear they're good, and they're it's $1.50. So can't complain about a $1.50 pocket notebook, I don't think. So we'll see how that is. I want to do some more paper reviews and that sort of thing on the channel, so I've been gathering up some paper. Midori is really good, yeah. Fountain pens from the major companies. So a few slim gold-nibbed fountain pens. I don't know any Italian slim gold nib fountain pens off the top of my head. Somebody in the chat help him out though. Italian slim ones. I don't have any. Delta might have made some, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. Traveler's passport size. Looks like that's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know of any slim ones that are Italian. Somebody can help you out. Not me, unfortunately. And the other thing I picked up, which was kind of expensive, but I hear people talking about these a lot, so I wanted to give them a try. This is a Graphilo notebook. This is like $14 from Anderson Pens. The Aurora Ypsilon? Yeah, that's slim, I guess. You can get those in a gold nib. Yeah, it's slim-ish. They're not particularly slim. I don't know if it's going to be slim enough for those needs. Where is mine? Oh, mine's in my bucket of stuff to clean. I haven't cleaned it yet. Anyway, so yeah, I'm thinking about this Graphilo. It's a little A5 lined notebook. It seems pretty nice, although I haven't had a chance to try it yet. I've been too busy and sick ever since I got back from Philly. Go ahead and take it out of the plastic at least. That's interesting. A little thread binding. That's nice. And the paper inside is actually really pretty. It's got a lot of tooth to it. It's not as smooth as I was thinking, but this is a really pretty line action. It's like a very faint gray line. Looking forward to this. So, bucket of silk, can't do that. I have to clean them all when empty. I've got too many right now that need to be emptied, Phil, and they're not going to get any dirtier. So, yeah, I've got a. It's not a bucket. It's actually like a little tray with a lid on it. But yeah, I'm a little behind in my cleaning. Anyway, so this is the Graphilo. This is the other paper thing that I got. We'll see how it goes. I haven't had a chance to use it yet, but when I do, I'll put something on the blog. All right. I am not the best at at cleaning things immediately. That's true about most of my life. So here's the last things that Audrey and I picked up at the pen show. We got them on Sunday afternoon, and that is a pair of Ryan Krusak pens. So Audrey got her first Ryan Krusak pen, and she actually left it here, so I'm going to go ahead and show it. Seal is crabbed, ink dry. Well, I mean, I suppose, but they're empty anyway before I put them in that bucket, so that's not a big deal. So we got a pair of these things, well, hers actually a lot heavier than mine. That's really interesting. I hadn't held them side by side. So this is mine, and this is made of box elder burl, which Ryan was pretty psyched about because box elder apparently doesn't really form burls very often. And this is a long, so this is an L14, which is the ones that he makes all the parts for. And this is a long version. It's got an extra, like, I don't know, ½ inch or something at the end. You had the flu, Angel. That's too bad. I mean, we all got the flu too, but there you go. Seeing Aurora Magellano. I have no idea what the Magellano is. Well, that sounds weird. But this is a beautiful, beautiful pen. Look at this pale wood with this nice pale burl in it. It's got like some interesting like crack marks. They're not actual cracks though. Do you leave your pens to be cleaned submerged in water for a week or so? No, 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 no. Not submerged in water. Goodness, no. No, no. They're just in a tray. Like, it's not actually a very... it just looks like this. Got it at the Container Store. It's not like it's a big deal. Probably shouldn't have tried to take that out as I did, but there you go. Monograph on Nero Uno. I think the Nero Uno is fairly slim. But I don't know. I'm not really that familiar with a lot of the upper division Montegrappas. Not really in my wheelhouse, unfortunately. So anyway, this is the box elder burl, which I thought was beautiful. And somehow this made it through the entire pin show. I saw this on Friday morning, as he was putting them out. I'm like, wow, that's beautiful. He's like, yeah, I know. I didn't want to put this one out, but we'll see if it sells. And then I went back on Sunday, and it was still there. So I knew I kind of had to have it. And then Audrey went shopping, and she came back and said, hey, this is a pen I want. And it's this one, which is black and white ebony. I didn't even know black and white ebony was a thing. I thought all ebony was black, but this is a beautiful combination of like really dark ebony with sort of white stripes through it. So, look at that. This is actually a fairly heavy pen. I hadn't even thought about how heavy this pen is, but it's got a lot of weight to it. But this is Audrey's. She hasn't had a chance to ink it up either. She's been pretty busy as one of the only ones that didn't get sick at the show. But you can see that the regular L14 Audrey's is much shorter than mine. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Yeah. So those are the pens and inks and stuff that we picked up at and around the show. Let's see, do you take flu jabs in the U.S.? Yeah, a lot of people do. I didn't get mine this year, and I guess I should have. I haven't had the flu in a long time. I really don't get sick, so I've always been a little reticent to get the flu shot because, you know, I just don't generally get the flu. And this is the year, of course, that I get it. So that's what I get for not getting my flu jabs. Flu shot is only 30%. I mean, that's still pretty good. But, you know, what are you going to do? Matthias. Oh, I'm not even going to try this. I remember your name is impossible to say from looking at it. Let's see. Last live show, the Petrol Safari you're waiting on got delivered, and it's really pretty and writes really well. Also found good paper here in Brazil to make a notebook with it. Good. Good, good. I'm glad it's good. Those Lamy nibs can be a little hit or miss sometimes, but I'm glad it was good. Strain that popped up is a nasty one. It wasn't the prediction algorithms they used to come up with a vaccine every year. Yeah, yeah. I know. Bijou. I was actually going to, and I just hadn't done it. I forget. Audrey and I we went to a place, and we were gonna get our flu shots, and they didn't have them or some weird thing. I don't know. I just put it off, and whatever. It's my bad. I should have gotten one. Of course, everybody should get one. Look, I know. I just didn't get one. It's not all about you. I know. The Triangle Pin Show is the very beginning of June, like the very end of May, very beginning of June, like maybe the 1st or something. It's that weekend anyway, I think. Drag him to CVS. I mean, I already had the flu. Is it going to do me any good now? I mean, I've already had it, so I don't know. I don't know. You're not supposed to get it when you have the flu, right? So I just got to wait a while anyway. But yeah, look, everybody out there, get your flu shots. The flu sucks, and you don't want to get it. So even if you only get a 30% chance of not getting it, that's still better than not having a 30% chance of avoiding it. So I think the only people at Franklin Christoph who didn't get it are those people who got their flu shots. So get your flu shot. So... yeah, that's what Audrey actually just said there. Yeah, only people in the shop who didn't get the flu are those who got the flu shot. Different strains, huh? Well, I don't want to get it again. All right, I'll get it. I'm going to get a flu shot. Don't worry about it. I will. I promise. I'll get one, Sarah. It's okay. I will get one. I'll get a flu shot. Huh. Variegated ebony is actually more common, but pure black ebony is prized by instrument makers. Sadly, a lot of wood is discarded needlessly. That's really interesting there, Andrew. Yeah, they shouldn't toss it because it looks awesome. Looks really, really good. Yeah. Also, Ryan had one of the pens that was made for Fountain Pen Day Carrie's charity thing was made of ebony, and it cracked all down the side. And so the person whose pen it was brought it back to the show and said, "Hey, can you fix it or whatever?" Let's call it Matt. I will. Thanks, Matt. And it was like, this pen cracked, and Ryan was like, "Oh yeah, no problem." And so I was a little skeptical. I was like, look, if Ryan says he can fix it, that is Ryan Krusak, the maker of these beautiful wood pens. If he says he can fix it so nobody can know, I believe him because that guy is a master of woodworking. But man, he sent me some pictures of it after he fixed it, and it was beautiful. You can't even tell where the giant crack was. Just super amazing. So if you have been holding back on getting a Ryan Krusak pen, I would say get one because they're awesome pens. I'm a big fan of Ryan and his family. The whole family now is doing different stuff. His wife, Julia, is repping for Von Moos, which is this fantastic looking luxury brand from Switzerland. His kids are all making stuff. His son now is making decoupage notebook stuff. His daughters are making jewelry and pen wraps and rolls, and it's a pretty awesome family business they got going on there, a set of family businesses. So let's see, Safari has a fine nib and it's pretty smooth, little feedback. Yeah, all right, good. Kill for that striped ebony on a Sailor Pro gear. That would look dope for sure. Yeah. Yep. I should go get your necklace. I don't know where it is, and I'd have to leave camera, so maybe your necklace will be on next week's live stream, Odd. Recently bought a Pilot Falcon metal body. Those are so much heavier than the regular ones. It's a soft fine, and was most disappointed with the nib. Huh. I've heard that a lot, actually. Those Pilot Falcons are not everyday drivers. They're supposed to be kind of special occasion riders, I think. Those Falcon nibs are pretty soft, and I guess take some getting used to or something. But yeah, I've never gotten a Pilot Falcon. They don't really appeal to me because I wouldn't be able to use them most of the time, and I'm not good at flexing. So yeah, it's not super appealing to me. Have I tried the Platinum pin kimonos? I haven't tried them, but they are pretty nice. How slim are the Falcons? They're not super slim, but they're not thick. They're, pretty medium-ish, I guess. Recommend some more dyed lubricated inks. You mean so like a dense lubricated ink, like a really saturated one? I would go with probably like most of the Robert Osters are pretty much like that. They're pretty saturated, and they all have good flow, so they're kind of wet. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by lubricated, but if you just mean they have like a good feel on the paper, then I would say go for a lot of Robert Osters. Are they similar to the Metropolitans? I don't know. Somebody who has both would have to tell you. I don't know. Brian, 190, if you have a Metro, ask or tell Dushan how they compare. I feel like they're bigger than a Metro, but maybe they're not really. It's hard to say because I don't have one. I actually don't have a. I think I have a Metro, but I've only got one now, so it's not around here. So, yep. Have you ever seen an Apollo 43 made by Johann Faber? Nope. I don't know. Yeah, Monteverde inks are also really good there. Yeah, good and inexpensive. So yeah, Jesse's got a good, definitely a very good suggestion there. I haven't actually disliked any of the Monteverde inks. They've all been really good. So yeah, I'd say give those a shot for sure. For sure. Yeah. I've got a bunch of those inked up right now, and I'm really enjoying them. So yeah, that's good. Oh, and by the way, I was told that I needed to restart looking at J. Herbin inks. This is Lyre Sauvage, I believe, which is this sort of like viney ivy green. This is actually a very nice ink. I'm liking this one quite a lot, actually. It's made me like this pen again, which I haven't used in a while. This is an Ondoro with a smoked oak barrel. This is a Faber-Castell. The nib was kind of jacked up, but a good friend of mine fixed it up for me. So now it writes beautifully, and I've been really enjoying this dark green ink in here. So yeah, if you're looking to get back into J. Herbin's, Lire Sauvage is very good. I'm liking this one a lot. So whoever was the many people that said I should take a look at that one to not hate all the J. Herbin's, they were right. Didn't I say that Monteverdi pens are trash? Not all of them. They do have some serious nib issues recently. Maybe that'll get ironed out, but the ink is an entirely different beast from the pens. The ink is very good. The pens, a little hit or miss, the new ones. I've got a bunch of them, actually, and I like them just fine, but I haven't bought any in the last couple of years. So, Falcon quality was excellent. Maybe the medium nib would be better. Ran brush him through the fine nib. Try my still dry and scratchy. Huh. You know, it might be one thing to try is to make sure not just the not just shimming or whatever, but look at the tip and make sure that it's not just off a little bit. A lot of those flexible nibs, if they get off even just a little bit, it'll feel very dry and scratchy. But yeah, definitely check that out. If you have a loop especially, that'll help. Yep. Amazing special if you go to Pinchley and use Bussy for the radio podcast link. Get some amazing special, huh? Look at this cross promotion by Jesse. I need to get myself a discount code so I can be cool like the BYOB Pencast. Also, I do love that your offer code is Bussy. Let's see. Oh, dang. That is a good offer. Yeah, so yeah, that's a really good offer. I might have to get some more ink. All right, cool. I agree. The Diamine Ancient Copper is a dry ink. I haven't used that one in years actually, but it does seem pretty good. I don't remember it being terribly dry, but it is a little bit maybe dry. I don't know. I haven't used it in a long time. It's been too long. I couldn't tell you. They probably didn't, but did Omos make any slim pens? They made some that were fairly slim, I think. They've been around for a long time. So maybe. Maybe. Just going to need to have Monteverdi with ITF tech. It really makes a difference. And some stubborn pens. Good old ITF. Yeah, they always put that ITF thing on there. I'm not sure exactly what it means. Ink flow tech, ink technology flow, ink something. It's some silly deal. I don't know what they've put in there, but it does have good flow. I like it a lot. Bussy is way easier. Yeah, Bussy is easier. Man, we have most of the BYOBers in here, don't we? We got Phil, we got Jessica, we got Sarah. We got a lot of y'all. Oscar was here earlier. That's nice. That's nice. Don't think Andrew felt pretty moderate? Cool. Christoph says no. I haven't used it in years, unfortunately. I do need to get some more Ancient Copper. It's one I've always really liked, but I haven't gone back to it. I've got a lot of browns, and a lot of these are kind of scratching that itch for me, I guess. Vintage Auroras, yes, vintage Auroras are slim. The Aurora, you know, now I think about it, like even the new one, the Duocart is pretty slim, I think. But yeah, maybe check out some vintage Auroras. Those came in some gold nibs. The new Duocart doesn't come in gold, I don't think. Prices no matter what paper would you use for everything? I don't know. I haven't really run into paper that was too expensive for me. At least not that I had to have. There's the paper that I really like the best is either Rhodia or Maraman, and that stuff is not expensive, so I don't have any problem with that. UK seems to have only one nib master. Oof, that sucks. Should get more nib meisters. I feel like I heard about the Apollo 43 on Fountain Pen Network one time back in the day. It rings a bell vaguely, but I don't really know. The new Duocart is getting DC'd, huh? Ooh, maybe they ran out of boxes that smelled like Grandma's attic. I recently sent out an email. Oh yeah, I read that. I haven't logged in. Nice beard. Yeah, thanks, Laura. I appreciate it. For broke high school, our rodeo is pretty expensive. Okay. All right. I mean, really? How much? It also might be a regional difference or something, but like this one was $11, which is, I guess, kind of expensive. But also, this is a lot of paper. The smaller ones are like $4 or $5 for like the A5s or A6s or whatever. A5, I guess. But yeah, all right. Rodeo's kind of expensive then. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, wheat straw paper is really good. It's pretty cheap. I'm a big fan. You can buy reams of that. It's not very expensive. They don't have Crazy Allen's. Yeah, Crazy Allen does sell his Rhodia real cheap, I gotta say. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's right. You can get Rhodia at Michael's now. I haven't been to a Michael's yet to check that out. I've got a lot of Rhodia, but you can never have too much, right? The other one that's pretty inexpensive and really good are these. This is Fabriano. And these are... actually, Sandra got these for me at Marshall's for $5 a piece. Usually $8, but this paper is really fountain pen friendly, very good stuff. I would definitely check out Fabriano. You can probably find it fairly cheap in a lot of places. I know they have it down in like Costa Rica and Brazil. I have some Brazilian viewers that say that kind of stuff. Down there. What else do we have here? Huh. Mormon's really nice paper. It picks up oils off your hand easily, huh? I don't know. I haven't really had... You almost filled a book? Or half filled a book, Sandra? That's pretty impressive. Yeah, I haven't had a problem with the Mormon picking up hand oils, but... I mean, it's a little smooth, so maybe everyone. Fabriano in Mexico, too. Same price. Yeah. Oh, same price, huh? Yeah, I know they've got a lot down south of the border. A bunch of the people I know down there really swear by Mormon, or Fabriano. It's good stuff. They've also got an art paper that's a little bit thicker, I think, but it's also very good. So, yep. Lots of testing at the Philly show? I guess, dang. I mostly did drinking at the Philly show. And with Dan down there, I felt like there wasn't any point in me bringing out my pens because he's got everything I have and plus much nicer stuff. Is that a cat in a chair or a stuffed toy? Oh, this is a toy. It just happens to also look just like one of our cats, and Audrey and I have definitely mistaken that toy, whose name is Sooty, according to her tag, for Eclipse, the cat. That is a stuffed cat. Although, to be honest, this black lump here is also a cat, and she hasn't moved either. Let me poke her. Yep, still alive. Just just lazy. Just lazy. Yep. That cat. Yep. They like it because there's a little bit of a sunbeam there pretty much all the time. I actually just keep that. That's those like craft block things you put files in. I put a blanket or an old towel on top of it, and cats are always sitting there. Always cats there. Yep. All right, what else you got? Got any other questions, comments, stuff? Cat's gonna cat? Cats are mostly gonna sleep, and if that's catting, then yes. Yes, indeed. Oh, I got some other thing. Here's another thing. This is a thing I ordered it a while ago. This is the new Rickshaw bags bag. This is the Cosmo. I went with a terracotta tweed, which is very cool. I went with a dark green interior. There we are. You can't really see the interior all that much on this bag because the interior has these gray, like removable things that you can put. This is a laptop case. There's like an organizer thing on the other side. It's a fairly narrow bag. It's very briefcasey, but carried it around yesterday. It's a really nice bag, actually. It carries more than you might think it does, and it zips up pretty clean. It's got a very nice shoulder strap. I have no complaints about this bag. I finally got it. They sent it to some town that was like, I don't know, a half hour away or some weird thing. No, an hour and a half west instead of going our direction from the main hub. And so it got lost for about a week. But I'm glad this finally got here. pretty psyched about this. I love bags. I'll probably be doing some bag reviews in the near future as well, just because I like them so much. Use an exterior bottle pocket. Yeah, this one doesn't have an exterior bottle pocket because it's a briefcasey sort of thing. But cardboard boxes like to hang out. Not a fan of the material. What's that material? My material? Oh, that's cool. You don't have to like it. The pin case from them, huh? Yeah. You can get a million different materials from them. They have all kinds of stuff. I just really like the tweeds for the outside. I might get one eventually that's in the X-Pack stuff on the outside, just like a backpack or something maybe, because that stuff's waterproof and it seems pretty neat. He also put in a bunch of extras. So he sent me this thing that said goodie bag. He really liked the review I did, so he wanted to send me some things I hadn't had yet. And so one of them is this sort of like, I don't know, it's like a I don't know, a little pouch basically thing. And it's full of stuff, which is very cool. The inside is that plush material, and he went with the tweed and green like I picked for the thing. Tweeds look great in winter. Yeah, I'm hoping it looks cool in the summer too. We'll just have to see how it goes. But, you know, you can never have too many. That herringbone pattern was cool. Yeah, that is cool. I really like it. This is also kind of a herringbone, just a different color. There are a bunch of these different tweed ones, tons of them. Sandra got an entirely different one. And then he sent the 3-pen case, which I didn't have, and he sent it in this tweed as well, which is pretty cool. I haven't had a chance to really use these yet. I finally got them just the other day, actually. I really haven't had any time. Who makes the pencil case? This is Rickshaw. Rickshawbags.com or something like that. But yeah, definitely check these out. It's pretty nice. Yeah, Sandra got an orchid one. It's like an orchid tweed. It's like a light purple. And there's also a duo in that color that he sent for me. And then, this is very cool, and I'll probably be giving a couple of these away. He saw in my review that I didn't have one that would fit my Kanalea pen, and he wanted to show off what his digital fabric printing could do. So he made me a custom ink dependence pen pouch. I've got a couple of these. This is the extra long size, and this absolutely swallows this Kanalea pen, which is the biggest pen I have. This is the extra long size, and it swallows it up to here. So this is a big pen pouch, but it's got the add ink dependence. This is like printed into the fabric. Very cool. And he said he can do any design. So if you have a cool digital design that you'd like to put on something, they can do this, I guess, with everything. So yeah, talk to Mark at Rickshaw Bags, because he's got all kinds of things he can do. I got a couple of them right here. And I'll probably be giving these away through the channel in the near future, just not yet. I haven't exactly figured out what I want to do for a giveaway. But there will be one, because I've got to share some of this love. Share some love. Also, all kinds of cool stickers and things. So anyway, I got a pretty nice hookup with this bag. I bought the bag, but the rest of this stuff he sent out for me for review and stuff. And a very nice note. Mark is a really good guy, so I'm pretty psyched about the about being able to say good things about Rickshaw Bagworks, because I've got nothing bad to say about him, honestly. It's really great folks. And it's a small shop, and I like that. I'm a big fan of small makers. So, there you go. Anyway, I mean, how cool is that? It's got my name on a thing. Neat. Also, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, do, because that's my handle, @Inkdependence. Feels maybe a little bit pretentious carrying around a fancy pen and a fancy sleeve with my name on it, but don't care. And it's got this beautiful plush on the inside. Look at that stuff. I don't know if I can actually show it to you. Yeah, there you go. He went with purple, which is too bad because purple, boo hiss, but still very, very cool. And it's like blue ink splotch thing he designed. Very neat. So that sits over here with the Hulk. Yep. Oh, shoot, I got another thing. Do you have any Arushi pens? And if not, would you want one? I have no Arushi pens. I do want one. I actually kind of want that one that just went up on Kickstarter from Wancher recently. Check that out on Kickstarter. If you go to Kickstarter and look for the Dream Pen, or if you just type in Wancher, W-A-N-C-H-E-R, they have started making an Arushi pen and like an ebonite version with no Arushi, and there's like a Maki-e version. And I've seen one of those in person. Fig Boot, David over there at Fig Boot on Pens had one. It is a very nice pen. So yeah, I've got no problem with an Urushi pen. I think they're very cool. I am generally too cheap to buy them, but this one by Wancher is not that expensive. I mean, it's pretty expensive. It's not inexpensive, but it's inexpensive for Urushi. You have a Jonathan Brooks Urushi one, huh? Neat. Yeah, I haven't gotten any of those yet. I'm generally too cheap is my problem. Although I've got a couple of these Ryan Krusak pens, and those aren't cheap, but you know, supporting small makers, and they're all one of a kind, which I really love. So yeah, I like Urushi just fine. Especially the like Tenemuri ones with you can see the different layers through them. I think that's really neat. It's a cool effect, and I'm really into it. So yeah, eventually. All right, what else you got? Questions, comments, concerns, questions? This is a good time to ask questions. It's the end of a broadcast almost. Oh, there's a new ink on the market, Colorverse. I have not had a chance to check out any of these Colorverse inks. Maybe I can talk a good friend into selling me some samples. But if you want to check out some cool Colorverse stuff, I would definitely go to Squishy Ink, hipponoto.com, I think. And that's, she's got all of them. So it's better. It's easier than ordering them from Korea for sure. Besides the price, how do I feel about Colorverse? I think the price is a little bit high. That's not great. But they are super cool. They look nice in all the samples I've seen. I've got a couple of them up on the screen right now from Sandra. She has posted some a little bit ago. I think they look very cool. I really like the themes. I think the themes are dope. Got coloring samples for me. All right, cool. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Troy. Welcome. Yeah, they are better than Sailor's new pricing. That's true. Well, I'm not really sure how that Sailor thing is going to go. It doesn't seem like they're going to stop making the old fat bottles. I don't really know. I don't understand the news I've been hearing, so I don't know. But Aqua the Lovebird says hi. Oh, pet the bird. That's nice. Urushi pens are selling like hotcakes. Yeah, they've sold like $100,000 worth of pens or something in the last day. That's amazing. They were only asking for like 13,000 or something, but 100,000 is a lot of them. Dark Energy to open the trade the wee bottle. Yeah, the bottles are super cute. I like them. What's the Colorverse ink I'd like to try first? I don't know. I haven't really. I mean, Supernova looks really cool here. Dark Energy looks awesome. I haven't seen any that I don't like particularly. So I don't really have a preference. They all look pretty cool. Isn't Wancher owned by Anglica? I don't think so. If anything, it might be the other way around. Wancher's a pretty big site, and Anglica is not. I don't know if they're related, but I don't think they're owned that way. I don't know. How much are the Colorverse inks? They're about $30 a piece. But you get 2 bottles of ink for that price. One of them is like a small, cute bottle. The other one's a bigger bottle. I don't know. Cool, the prices are a hindrance. Yeah, the prices are a hindrance for sure. The packaging on them is pretty awesome, but yeah, I'm gonna try Glue On and Black Hole. I want to try them all because they're inks and I like them. But no, I don't know about them being owned by anybody. Anglica is a guy who owns Wancher? Huh. I don't know. If so, that's interesting, but I don't know. $45 shipped from Hippo. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. They were $30, I think, without shipping from South Korea, so that makes sense. I think you pay extra if you only buy one. If you buy 2, she throws in the shipping or something. I don't know. Wancher's his real store in business as opposed to selling pens out of his house. Oh, okay. Huh. Well, cool. The guy actually friended me on Facebook not too long ago. Yeah, he's now getting real. He's getting real involved in social media and the online presence now that he's got like this Kickstarter going on and stuff. Yeah, 35 bucks, and if you order 2 sets, the shipping is free. That seems pretty good. I mean, she's actually still shipping them from Hawaii, so that can't be cheap. Yeah, space and physics themes, all kinds of cool stuff. You get one that's, and the new version, or the newest line, I think, has 2 different ink colors in them. So there's one that's like Schrodinger, and the other one's called Cat, and it's you know, a color with like a little bit of sheen and a little bit of glitter or something. So that's kind of cool. Who makes Colorverse? Colorverse makes Colorverse. It's this, as far as I can tell, pretty new company out of South Korea. So they're not being made by anybody else as far as I know. It's just them. And they haven't really got any American distributorship outside of Squishy. Crystal, I think, is the only person that's doing it. I think, I don't know if anybody else is even getting them. Did your banana pen come today? I haven't checked the mail, Odd. I did see the mail truck go by. I don't know. Audrey has a very cool sailor pen coming, but I haven't checked yet. So, you have Schrodinger and Cat, and they are amazing. Cool. Van Ness is going to be carrying it? All right, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Apparently everybody's heard about Van Ness getting them except for me, so neat. Of course, I've been out of circulation for about 2 weeks. So, posted listings this week. Huh, well, cool. Check now, live mail. Nah, I don't want to leave. I'll check when I sign off. I've actually got to sign off pretty soon because I have to, you know, make sure I can round up cats for the vet and all that kind of thing. They were supposed to actually go last week when we had like a foot of snow. Pin Chalet also, huh? Man, all right, good. It looks like they're getting some serious distributorship. I'm glad Crystal got in there first, though. It's nice that she did that. Oh, somebody asked if I have a Hipponoto, and the answer is I don't have one yet. I got the Mythical Ivory, and so I haven't had a chance to get it yet, but I will soon. Chatting with Lisa while she was at market in Dallas. I don't know what that means, but I believe you. At market. Anyway. I did know Louis Vuitton made inks and inkwells. I didn't know they made fountain pens. I know Squishy Ink Crystal, who sells Hipponoto or created Hipponoto and sells those Colorverse, has shown off some of these Louis Vuitton inks and stuff. Those are way too expensive for me. Blow Fortune at Van Ness soon. Haven't tried a KVZ, Bungbox, or Califolio. I got my Califolios from Jet Pens. So, you know, that's a place you can get them too. They're always the same price though, so I knew I'm carrying Colorverse. Cool. I'm not sure what market in Dallas is, but I believe you. Any great survive the yeah, she is. She's adding some cool stuff. That's fun. Like a little notebook and I don't know, like some other stuff too, but I don't know. I hope people aren't giving her a hard time about those taking forever. They are taking forever. I think I saw the first one actually last year in Chicago, so it's been a while. But you know, that's what happens sometimes. Sometimes it's hard to get the quality you want. So, yeah. She offered to send me one of the current ones. I forget what the other color is. Ivory and, I don't know, it's a little yellower or something like that. And I was like, no, I'll wait. Because I don't want to, I don't know, she's a small maker. I don't want to put her out. See a cool inkwell shown on Reddit a few days ago. Nope, I didn't. Louis Vuitton started making everything mid-2017, huh? Well, that's cool. That is stationary. Oh, that's cool. The cream, that's the other one. Yeah. Are they going to ship soon? I think they are going to ship soon. She said she got a final proof or something like that. It looked good, so I think they should get them soonish, but I don't really know. Bought the last bottle in Europe that's nice. Huh. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I really wanted the ivory because I want to use it for ink stuff, and the cream I didn't think would show off the ivory, the ink as well, but I did see I've seen a lot of pictures of the cream, and it looks like it probably would have been fine, but you know, whatever, I'll wait. I'm not in a hurry. I've got a zillion notebooks, so this is this is one that I've been looking forward to, but I'm not going to freak out and like, I don't know, not wait. I can wait. It's fine. 500 pages is a lot of Tomoe River. By the way, I have been keeping up with my Hobonichi. This has been working pretty well as a sort of like what I did that day sort of journal. I'm really liking the Seed notebook cover, so good job, Notco. Notco has new Seed notebooks coming, or notebook covers coming out in the near future, I hear. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I've been keeping up. I hope you have too. If that was a goal of yours, I kind of wanted to. My memory is pretty bullshit, so I like to. I think it would be fun to be able to look back in a year or 2 or 10 and say, oh yeah, this is what I did on November 3rd of 2018. I think that'd be kind of cool. So that's why I'm trying to keep up. Lately it's been like, I was sick and here's how sick. So that kind of thing. But that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. I don't know if Audrey's been keeping up with hers or not. I don't know. Maybe she'll chime in. I hope she has. Look up Gecko Design Inkwell on Reddit. Let's see. Day behind. Yeah, I'm always a day behind too, actually. I tend to not write at night, so... No, I didn't see the new knot case for Kickstarter. I missed the Instagram Live thing. I teach all day on Tuesday and Thursday, so... wasn't really around. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. You go to the fountain pen Reddit. Is it in the fountain pen Reddits? I actually haven't been to Reddit in a while, now that I think about it. It's been quite a while. Let's see. Jeez. Lots of geckos. No, I've only got the... No. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it. Did you guys talk Wancher? We did talk Wancher. Back to Urushi, huh? Cool. Oh, new colors, huh? No, I haven't done that. Emulate Samuel Pepys in his diary? I don't know what that is. Personally, I'm journaling about the day before because I know I'm bad at journaling at night. That's what I do, actually, too. Bijou. We are all on the same page, and that page is yesterday's page. Yeah, I'll see it eventually. I missed the thing, so we have job applicants coming in, so I went out to dinner with them last night, and I came home and kind of collapsed on the couch for a while. So, yeah, I Googled Gecko Design Inkwell, and I didn't get anything, didn't really get anything, so... Let's see if I see it this time. I see some geckos. This is like mostly Pinterest and stuff, so no, not getting it. But my Google foo is weak, honestly. Toying with back in the Wancher, but the chat on Slack and Fig Boots comment I went for an Urushi as well. But yeah, it's a nice one. I've seen it. I've seen Fig Boots, and it was cool. I thought it was a little odd to launch an Urushi pen on Kickstarter, but it seems like it worked out just fine. They seem to have gotten orders. Let me see what they're up to now. They're up to $164,000 of their $13,000 goal. 33 days left to go. Wow. You can still get the true Ebonite super early bird. The super early bird on the Urushi is gone. But the regular early bird is still good. What is that? $385 with a gold nib? That's not bad, actually. Not bad. But still, $400 is kind of a lot for me. I'm a little cheap, so... Get self-conscious about journaling at home. Too many prying eyes. Nice. 1,000% funded. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I think they're going to be pretty awesome as they go forward. Yeah, they've done a good job. I don't know why they would bother to kickstart it. You'd think they would just make them because there's going to be a market for that kind of stuff. Peeps. Huh. Samuel Pepys. P-E-P-Y-S. Huh. Yep, I will look him up. I've got him now in my browser. They have 3 left of the 2-pack. That's $700. I can't spend $700 on pens right now. That's too many dollars for me right now. They're too cheap. But for 2 of them, it's not bad. Still $3.50 a piece. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of this Jim Hines guy on Larry's pen channel, but I haven't ordered any of those yet. Yeah, I think Kickstarter is as much about marketing exposure as it is funding. That's for sure. And also like telling a story, that kind of stuff about your product and getting people interested in the brand, letting people know it's out there. That's all true. But I mean, it's not like Wancher is small. Wancher is a pretty big company. I mean, they got this giant website going. So I don't know. Split it with Audrey. Yeah, that's how it goes. all that money comes in the same bank, man. That's how that works. All right, it is 4:30, and I have to take the cats to the vet in a very short amount of time, so I'm going to have to sign off. Thank you all so much for joining me for the last hour and a half. Sorry I had to take a couple of weeks off, but that's the way it goes sometimes. So thanks for coming back and hanging out with me, and I will see y'all later on the interwebs. I will have more reviews of all kinds of stuff, pens, inks, papers, bags, pen accessories, that kind of stuff coming soon. As I, recover and get better and have more energy. So I will see y'all later. Thanks very much, and peace out.